Chapter 5. Tested in the dark, called in the light. The night after the attack in the church, the group scattered back into their separate lives. But darkness does not wait, it follows. Marcus is tested at home. Marcus was in his room, trying to drown out his thoughts with music, when Kiara screamed from the living room. He rushed out to find her staring at the TV. The screen flickered with static, then cleared, showing not cartoons, but a shadowy version of their apartment. A dark figure stood behind Kiara's reflection, its hand resting on her shoulder. Marcus's chest tightened. The figure's voice slithered through the speakers. "You can't protect her. You're too weak." Marcus wanted to throw the TV, to smash it, but Elijah's words came back, "Not fists. Faith." His hands trembled as he grabbed the Bible Jasmine had given him, flipping to Psalm chapter 46. His voice cracked at first but grew firm. "God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. Therefore will not we fear." The screen shattered in a burst of light, Kiara collapsing into his arms, unharmed but sobbing. Marcus held her close, whispering, "God's got us. He's got us." For the first time, he believed it. Jasmine and David are tested at school. At school the next day, Jasmine carried her Bible as always, while David clutched a notebook where he had written verses in big, blocky letters. In the cafeteria, a group of kids surrounded them, mocking. "Preacher girl," one sneered, snatching David's notebook. "What's this? Jesus spells." Jasmine reached for it, but the bully's eyes flickered unnaturally, pupils narrowing into slits. He grinned, speaking in a voice that wasn't his own. "Even your God can't save you here." The lunchroom seemed to darken, whispers filling the air. David froze in fear, tears brimming. Jasmine stood tall, her voice ringing out, "Greater is he that is in me, than he that is in the world." The notebook slipped from the bully's hands, clattering to the floor. His eyes cleared, confusion flooding his face. What just happened? He stumbled away, muttering. The other kids stared, unsettled but silent. David bent down, picking up his notebook. His small voice trembled with awe. "Sis. It worked again. Deshaun and Luis, the streets ignite." That night, Deshaun and Luis met up on the block. A crowd was gathering fast, gang tension boiling over, shouts rising, fists already swinging. But something about it wasn't normal. The fight spread like wildfire, strangers drawn into violence they didn't even understand. Luis grabbed Deshaun's arm. "You see their eyes." The fighters' eyes glowed faintly, just like the crowd at the bodega. The same presence had returned, only stronger. The two boys backed into an alley, pulling out their phones to text the group. But before they could, a heavy presence pressed in. A massive shadow loomed at the alley's mouth, larger than before, its voice like many at once. "You children cannot stop us. This city bleeds violence, it is ours." Deshaun's knees buckled. "Man, I ain't built for this." Luis's hands shook, but he stepped forward. "Neither am I, but he is." He pulled the small cross necklace his mother had given him from under his shirt, gripping it tight. "The Lord rebuke you," he shouted, the words tearing from his throat. The shadow reeled back, shrieking. Just then, Jasmine, Marcus, and David appeared at the corner, running full speed. Jasmine opened her Bible, Marcus shouted Psalm chapter 91, David prayed out loud with childlike fire. Together, their voices rose above the chaos. The shadow thrashed, smoke peeling from its form like burning cloth. The fighters in the street stumbled, blinking as if waking from a trance. Sirens wailed, police arriving, but the unseen enemy had already retreated into the night, weakened but not destroyed. Aftermath, the calling grows clear. The six regrouped, breathless, hearts pounding. None of them had planned this, yet somehow God had woven their paths together again. Pastor Elijah's words rang in their minds, "Chicago is the battlefield. And you are its watchman." Luis looked around at the others, his voice hoarse. "It's real. It's everywhere. And we can't run from it." Marcus nodded slowly. "Then we don't run. We fight. Together." For the first time, there was no hesitation. The squad was forming, not by choice, but by calling. And above the rooftops, in the smog and neon glow, unseen eyes watched. The enemy had been struck, but it was not retreating. It was gathering. The war for Chicago had only begun.